stream elements. King_Kiga is now live. Streaming games and demos. Free Play Friday, Doki Doki Literature Club the final part, Natsuki Run. Verdicts Scribe. Doki Doki Lit Club.
Are we good? Okay. Hello world. Welcome to another exciting edition of Doki Doki Literature Club. Possibly the final part. The final part. That's the idea. Today I'm courting Natsuki. Pink hair back there. Best girl, in my personal opinion. They're all good girls, but I don't know. It's very cliche, but the tsundere archetype kind of sticks out at me. But yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. I'm going after Natsuki to woo her, having previously seduced Sayori and Yuri the last couple weeks. Then I'm going to blitz through part 2, or through Act 2, which is, the same, well, it's mostly the same as Act 1, with more glitches and less Sayori, and delete Monika quickly, and then that'll be the game. What was I gonna say? I thought about doing an AS Monika R stream, just letting her, booting it up, letting it sit on her in Act 3, set the dialogue to auto, just muse with her thoughts, but I will not be doing that today. Alright, so, on with it. Yeah, what a simp. Oh, I think this is just before I do the first poem. This should be where just before I do the first poem. Welcome to Literature Club, blah blah blah. Yep, Monika wants me to write a poem, and that's what we're gonna do. Is write a poem. Alright, skip. Let's write us a poem. Alright, Natsuki likes cute words. Anger, anime, blanket, boop, bouncy, bubbles, bunny, candy, cheeks, chocolate, clouds, cute, doki doki, email, fantasy, fluffy, games, giggle, hair, hop, headphones, heartbeat, jump, jumpy, lipstick, kawaii, kiss, kitty, lollipop, marshmallow, moody, milk, mouse, nibble, nightgown, pop-up, parfait, peace, pink, playground, pool, pout, no, poof, pout, pure, puppy, ribbon, swimsuit, shiny, shopping. So it's a Natsuki word? Interesting. Anyway, swimsuit, shiny, shopping, skipping, socks, spinning, sticky, strawberry, sugar, summer, twirl, waterfall, whisper, whistle, valentine, and vanilla are words that she likes. So we have incongruent, secretive, charm, lust, whisper, email, fear, kitty, special, and sing. Whisper is 1. Jumpy, dance, fireflies, anxiety, time, candy, vertigo, peaceful, lazy, parfait. Jumpy is 1. Alone, giggle, flower, raindrop, smile, amazing, suicide, uncanny, sadness, laugh. Giggle, I do believe, yes. Crimson, dazzle, whirlwind, hurt.
careless whisper crescendos.
Also, I'm obligated to let you all know something very important. I need to get a button for this. Verdict Scribe, you need to teach me how to, like, get a soundboard for buttons and stuff. So I can just have a button for this. The thing that I'm about to play. I should just put it up on my phone.
Subscribe. MyInstance.com is what I use.
Very important announcement. Oh, there it is. What do you know?
Verdict Scribe. It is still indeed Friday in California. Verdict Scribe. It's kinda surreal with the music. Verdict Scribe. Also, the game music got really loud all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, I turned the volume. I didn't even think about that because I turned the volume up to try to get the audio from the video I'm about to play. Music. Let's mute for a minute. Okay. Here we go. If I can get everything positioned correctly the way I want it to be. Desktop. Turn off restream. Chat. Alright, that's enough of that. Back to it. Alright. It's very important that you know that today is Friday in California.
Verdict Scribe. You can set up favorite sound clips in MyInstance and keep them in an off-screen tab to click on when you need to make sound effects.
I should do that. Send that to me on Telegram. That way I'll actually remember to do it. Alright, anyway. Crimson, Dazzle, Whirlwind, Hurt, Determination, Existence, Passion, Explode, Childhood, Bed, and Cat. If you can't tell, I have a cat. You're famous, kitty cat. Okay, Dazzle sounds like a Natsuki word, but it's not. Childhood?
Verdict's cry. Goodbye, kitty.
She's right here. She's just off camera. See if I can tilt the camera down a little bit for her. She is still right here. Okay.
Verdict's cry. Hello, kitty.
Passion. Oh, not passion. Bed. No, that's a Sayori word. Childhood. I don't think any of these words are not ski words. Crimson, Dazzle, Whirlwind, Hurt, Determination, Existence, Passion, Explode, Childhood, and Bed. I'll just pick Childhood then. Nature, melancholy, lollipop, silly, calm, clouds, heaven sent, happiness, electricity, fantasy. Lollipop's a very Natsuki word. Vitality, scars, hop, papa, unending, holiday, shame, promise. I should have my microphone in front of me, shouldn't I? Sorry. Unending, holiday, shame, promise, proof, poof, and awesome. Poof is a Natsuki word, is it not? It is. Fluffy, essence, daydream, unrestrained, effulgent, fun, aura, fickle, unrequited, disarray. Fluffy! Like this cat. Disaster, summer, sugar, kiss, boop, imagination, portrait, climax, anime, joy. Ooh, anime is a very Natsuki word. Games, treasure, afterimage, spinning, heart, pleasure, feather, universe, entropy, sweet. Games. Warm, hair, fester, infallible, covet, bliss, whistle, heartbeat, frightening, nightgown. Whistle. Playground, pout, insight, vivacious, vivid, ribbon, blanket, cage, judgment, variance. Ribbon. Socks, adventure, fireworks, agonizing, question, vibrant, contamination, peace, unstable, doki doki. Doki doki is of course a Natsuki word. Skirt, swimsuit, sunny, pain, captive, philosophy, landscape, journey, kawaii, and prayer. I could pick swimsuit, but I'm going to go with kawaii. Graveyard, together, friends, cry, desire, rose, headphones, uncontrollable, inferno, wrath. Definitely not graveyard. Together, maybe. No. Friends? That doesn't seem like her word. Nope. Cry? Definitely not. Desire? Nope. Rose? No. Headphones? Uncontrollable. Headphones. Doesn't seem like a Natsuki word, but it's a Natsuki word. Skipping, wonderful, forgive, loud, color, flying, grief, comfort, broken, and ocean. Skipping. Incapable, marriage, vanilla, disoriented, Valentine, sunset, chocolate, breathe, play, infinite. Play is not, but playground is. Chocolate's no. Chocolate, yes. Shiny, death, puppy, cute, extreme, bubbles, depression, tenacious, party, and despise. Cute, of course. Nibble, sparkle, beauty, eternity, ambient, twirl, music, analysis, jump, and excitement. Jump is one. Precious, lipstick, melody, bunny, bouncy, milk, rainbow, cheeks, lucky, and defeat. Dream, pink, anger, shopping, intellectual, pure, sticky, dark, embrace, hope. Pink. It's like her favorite color. It's her everything. Alright. I can go die. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, so Natsuki's gonna woo me. Basically. Yuri says thanks for keeping my promise. My promise was to free join the club. I don't know if you plan to just come out here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself see Monika and manga. Manga is literature! I love that bit. I think I can just skip until it gets to poems. Here he gives me a book. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sodi and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. Ugh! I heard Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there?
Freaking Monika. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga.
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway?
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is!
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right under the middle of the rest.
Ah! Much
Verdict
better.
Scribe. Maya.
Cat is gone. She'll probably be back.
Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door.
She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. Didn't even say anything.
There's the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Godai. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact,
Natsuki pulls the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah! I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe.
Don't just stand there.
Wah! Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Eh? Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this.
Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long's it been since I read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kinda grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot?
Well, obviously. You think I'd enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you to get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There's so many touching parts.
Oh, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you.
Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean?
Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power.
Good save.
This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga?
Well...
Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something.
Yeah. Why does that matter?
It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right?
That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable.
Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun to be sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Humph. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't gotten out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face.
Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess that's why I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monika was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So? Jeez, that's enough. You gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing.
I totally forgot that happens.
Natsuki puts her finger in one of the panels.
Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky.
But it gets especially bad when...
Ooh, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter.
Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems?
Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse?
Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki.
You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens?
Yeah, but... Monika just said...
Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you.
Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't really plan on using my spare time to read this.
Well, of course.
It'd take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one.
And if it gets bent, I'll kill you.
By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared what would happen if I didn't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Show it to Natsuki, of course. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. That's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first.
Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing with you in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. Ugh. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monika said. Ugh. Well, I'd be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go like, haha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. Ugh. You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I said that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Ugh. Fine, I guess. Only because Monika will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because. Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Hi, Godai. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're doing everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Godai. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. I like it, Godai. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki's kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be kind of your poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things.
That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Holy wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction that the spikel protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I'll peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina is already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite chaos. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very free-form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten very popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a lot. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. And then Saudi.
This is a good poem, Godai. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who'd be writing poems in this spare time?
I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room? Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Godai. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people? That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayuri. I'm not sure if Saudi sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you.
Alright. I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you testing me to wash? Are you trusting me to wash away? Are you testing me to trust? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Saudi. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
At least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah, I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monika's the best.
Yeah. But next time I won't forget.
I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. And last but not least, Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry! I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first... Sorry. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? Ooh, I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style that's separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but a lot comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Godai.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright, now I can skip. Blah blah blah, you read Natsuki's argument. Do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Godai did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Godai liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... Oh... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Godai appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Godai started showing up.
Natsuki!
Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Godai! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force him to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Godai. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Godai? Well?
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be... Natsuki! Yuri, you're really talented.
Well...
But Natsuki has a point. I think that... I racked my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Aha! Shows how much you know.
That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough.
Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me.
Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so, you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise.
Thanks for noticing.
She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri?
Hmm?
Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either.
Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, Godai. Sheesh.
Natsuki takes a breath.
The thing about...
Natsuki glances around the room.
Would everyone stop staring at me?
Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monika look away.
Humph. Anyway. The thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all.
Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone.
Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri.
Saori? I'll go make some tea.
I was just trying to help.
I'm sure she appreciated it, Saori. I pat Saori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's ready to hear those poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Godai. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for the atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home. So we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature things. We do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for.
I disagree, Monika.
Eh? About what?
That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun.
Of course. I guess that's why you're the vice president, Saori. In the end, though, Monika's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How'd you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Godai, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nodded myself with newfound determination.
Godai, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Saori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Saori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. What happened earlier? I mean, Natsuki's, I can think of it often. No. It's really the first time I've seen something like that. Alright, poem time. Words are defeat, fluffy, skirt, cage, sparkle, massacre, puppy, strawberry, summer, and extreme. Summer... No. Strawberry? Yes. Shame, ambient, landscape, journey, parfait, electricity, hair, atone, tenacious, bubbles. Hair. Socks, special, incongruent, vitality, fear, adventure, unstable, pink, lucky, beauty. I know pink is one, but... Socks. That's a Natsuki word. Bunny, awesome, sticky, climax, whirlwind, sensation, insight, graveyard, fun, and nature. Bunny! Rainbow, excitement, depression, vivid, amazing, whistle, memories, jumpy, judgment, disarray. Jumpy. Friends, dream, inferno, melody, dazzle, love, cheer, valentine, skipping, bliss. Melody. Lollipop, kitty, cry, vacation, dance, anger, kawaii, sunset, uncontrollable destiny. Picked kawaii last time, so kitty. Clouds, embrace, rose, twirl, vibrant, sing, bouncy, incapable, nibble, disoriented. Clouds. Empty, email, tragedy, peace, peaceful, doki doki, play, grief, hurt, vanilla. Peace.
Comfort, Muse, Precious, Nightgown. Flee, Games, Entropy, Heart, Fantasy, Loud, Nightgown's a Natsuki word. Melancholy, Lust, Fireflies, Pout, Variance, Unrestrained, Lipstick, Candy, Unrequited, Anime. Gotta go with anime. Effulgent, Despise, Marriage, Covet, Color, Romance, Papa, Extraordinary, Infallible, Analysis. Papa. Disown, Chocolate, Pleasure, Childhood, Hop, Philosophy, Imagination, Rain Cloud, Charm, and Agonizing. Hop. Sadness, Fickle, Together, Heaven Sent, Dark, Broken, Secretive, Forgive, Portrait, Suicide. I don't think any of those are Natsuki words. Sadness, no, definitely not. Fickle. Together, that could be. No. Heaven Sent. Nope. Dark. Nope. Broken, of course not. Secretive, no. Forgive. No. Portrait. And Suicide, definitely not. Okay. I'll go with Together. It's a Saudi word. Fester, Flying, Party, Music, Silly, Laugh, Ocean, Vivacious, Lazy, and Infinite. Fester, Flying, no. Party, Music. No. Silly and Laugh. No. Ocean and Vivacious. Nope. Lazy and Infinite. Nope, okay. Infinite, I guess. Blanket, Playground, Treasure, Warm, Happiness, Existence, Crimson, Disaster, Prayer, and Headphones. Playground's a Natsuki word. Wrath, Milk, Alone, Family, Cheeks, Flower, Wonderful, Smile, Breathe, and Daydream. Oh, Wrath. Cheeks. Cheeks. Giggle, Uncanny, Tears, Waterfall, Raindrops, Frightening, Intellectual, Promise, Misfortune, Vertigo. Giggle. Hopeless, Contamination, Time, Universe, Bed, Afterimage, Meager, Passion, Joy, Determination. No, Bed is a Saudi word. Afterimage, Meager. Marshmallow, Melody, Milk, Mouse. Nope. Passion, Joy. Nope. Joy is not. Determination. Nope. Boop. Captive. Eternity. Feather. Whisper. Explode. Essence. Holiday. Fireworks, and Shopping. Just a reminder for the poem minigame, you have to get at least 15 words of the girl you're after to fully appeal to them. So that's how that works. So boop is the Natsuki word, and that's it. That's the club already. I'm a little more comfortable. Club that seems greets me. I'm kind of hungry. We can leave to buy a snack. No thanks.
subscribe. Kitty.
Kitty. Come on up. Sorry for any strange noises that you may hear when I said move just the camera here. Alright. Well, Audrey. Kitty indeed. Has a cat. Alright. So I can adjust this a little bit. I'm gonna mute my mic for a minute so I can adjust this without making weird noises. Alright, that's better. That way I can have it pointing down and then have the cat here. Okay. And give Lucky just drew a cookie at Natsuki at Saori. I bit my tongue. Saori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Saori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes.
Verdict subscribe. Nom.
Nom indeed.
Monika, can you tell Saori... Eh?
Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room.
Ugh. Where's Monika anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Not me. I haven't either. Ba 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 ba. Monika plays the piano, yada yada. Anyway, looks like everyone else has already settled down. Saori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. It's not long before Natsuki comes up to me expectantly. Yeah. Don't worry, I kept my promise. I pull the first volume of Parfait Girls out from my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hands and then quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I've handled manga all the time, you know. I just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't give people my manga every day, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow.
So you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right?
Where did this phone leave off again? I forget. Where did this phone leave off again? I forget. Oh, the chapter ended when Minori and Alice found...
Monika!
Natsuki's voice resonates out from inside the closet.
Eh?
I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf.
Did you move my manga again?
Ah, sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet, so I had to move some stuff around and clean up a little bit. It's also there, I just had to organize it a bit. Ugh! The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop, trying to figure out how to reach her manga.
Jeez. This is so inconvenient. I'm moving these all back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. And besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why don't you waste that on the top shelf?
Ah, Natsuki. There's a stool on the wall there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you.
I can get them myself.
Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it.
You think I'm too short or something?
I mean...
I knew it! Well, you know what? Just watch me.
Natsuki hops onto the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Careful.
I know what I'm doing.
Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool will be big enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki's being stubborn as usual. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf.
See? Yeah!
The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. Wah! Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly.
There!
Having almost fell, Natsuki's a bit shaken up. Jeez. You'll need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just...
I said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay?
Sigh. I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on. Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet.
Let's see.
The classroom chairs have the desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet.
Aha!
Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. She rolls it on its wheels back over to the closet. Oh no, that's a terrible idea. It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls. But I've already learned my lesson, so I'll keep my mouth shut.
Oosh!
Natsuki climbs up onto the chair, then slowly bounces onto her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. Oh, that's an angle there.
Aha! There we go! See? I can easily do it now.
Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below.
Ah!
The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf.
What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing?
Who was it who told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. Ah! I can almost see up her skirt. Gah! I force myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes I'll be dead. Huh. Natsuki wraps her arms around the Parfait Girl's box set, easily the largest one on the shelf.
Ooh, heavy. Hey, Godai.
Scribe. Go day naughty.
Godai's being a good boy. He looked away.
I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry up and take this one.
Eh? But then I'll have to let go of the chair.
That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up!
Alright. Let me just stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair.
What do you mean, stand up?
Natsuki looks down at me.
Are you all the way back?
Natsuki looks like she just realized something, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the box!
What are you looking at? Ah! You're trying to look at my...
Natsuki's legs shake. I'm not! I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move! Just give me the box.
You perv! You set me up! Go away! Get out!
But...
I'll do it myself.
Verdicts scribe. Go days looking at her. Box.
Ah!
The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki!
Kya!
The scene turns to chaos in a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands and the books go flying. I got you! Crash! The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight on my chest. Ooh! My right arm and back seriously felt the impact. Ugh. Slowly, Natsuki comes to her senses. Gah. She presses her arm straight into me to prop herself up. Natsuki seems to realize that it's not the floor that's beneath her.
Gross! Gross!
A fist pounds into my chest.
Orange Ranger plays. Doki Doki Kawi Disagun Bear Me Soam. Or WA. Baka.
Doki Doki Kawaii desu. Gunbaremasu. Ore wa baka. Omae wa baka janai. Welcome, Orange Ranger, to Doki Doki Literature Club, the last part 3. I beat the game, but I wanted to get the best ending, which requires playing through all 3 of the girls' campaigns before the end. This is the final girl I have to beat, and then I'll finally be able to proceed in the game. Anyway, meet the tsundere Natsuki. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet.
What were you thinking, you sicko?
Everything okay over there? I heard a loud noise. Monika suddenly peers in.
Monika? See what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something?
Orange
Jeez.
Ranger plays. Hello, my friend. I've been hoping to catch one of your streams sometime.
Oh, glad to have you. My schedule is fairly consistent. Fridays and Saturdays. Later than I really should be. Starting a stream. But yeah. I usually try to start around 10 or 11. Try to start earlier. Fridays are game streams. Saturdays are build streams. Every other Sunday I do a video stream alternating with another friend of mine. But yeah, that's the schedule.
Hi, Audrey. Has cat. Can't see the cat. I think the cat will make herself known again. Would you like to come off my lap? She says no. Has cat.
Alright.
Jeez.
Sorry.
Oh, and one more thing. Seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert. So I hope you're happy.
I didn't! Somehow it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monika. I didn't do anything, I swear.
Orange Ranger plays. Nico Day.
Nico des! I know, don't worry. I know, don't worry. Monika says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook.
Oh no! My...
Eh? I look down. Natsuki is kneeling on the floor, holding one of the books that are scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease along the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out. Ah, it must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly she gives up and slams the book shut, then throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Natsuki, are you... No! Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. I'll help get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so... Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down.
No. I don't even care that much. I'm just... having a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just every day is so hard. I just want to come to the club and... Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright. Well, I'll help clean this up. And I'll move the rest of your manga for you. I pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. I'll set this one aside. This'll help cheer you up a little bit, right? We can get started on it once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. Eh? That sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I could do. The next couple of minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box in their correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done, and I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I get on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. It's nothing. Natsuki is holding the volume I set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. Think about cheering me up. If you insist. We sit in the same spot as last time when I opened the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of subtle repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, Monika gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share poems again. Guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yep. Even you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know? Told you. Yeah. I returned to my seat and slid the book into my bag. Alright, actually I'm going to show my poems to Natsuki first since I'm pursuing her. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me then back at the poem. But now she must have read it more than once. Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. Ugh, this wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems were supposed to impress you, not the other way around. You're trying to impress me? Obviously. You think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you, Natsuki's face freezes like she just realized something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor. That's use the bathroom. Red-faced, Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Hey, Godai. Did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No. I just told her that my voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monika that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Monika sees the poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She reads through it, her smile not fading from her face. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean, not really. In fact, didn't she like your other poem a lot the other day, too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Godai? Cheating? What do you mean by that? Actually, I am cheating. She doesn't need to know. She. I am in fact cheating, as you can see my list of words that I am, words that Natsuki likes. And this is last read of Yuri's words, and Sadie's words. This is
bullshit. I'm doing Natsuki's worst. Yes, I am actually cheating, Monika. You caught me. Anyway, Monika's, never mind, I'm just kidding. Ha ha ha. I didn't understand Monika's joke at all. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. This is just something for you to think about. Hey! Natsuki comes up and snatches the poem out of Monika's hands. Neither of us had noticed her re-enter the classroom. Did you read this, Monika? Of course, I liked it. Ugh! You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know? You have a bad habit of doing that. Eh? But Godai wrote this poem, and we're supposed to share it with everyone, right? Ooh! Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think Godai is done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like anyone would want to read this anyway. In fact, I'm just gonna hold on to this. If you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Erg. Never mind. Natsuki, I'll give you the poem, but that's still not very fair to Sayori. She hasn't gotten to read it yet. So what? Well, I guess Godai is right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. Fine. Natsuki returns my poem. It's not she's going to like it, though. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. I think we ran across this the first playthrough, but yeah, this poem is clearly about how people don't like, how Natsuki is self-conscious about her interest in manga, and how she feels people push her away for liking manga and cute things. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Or, that was me. It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you really know people like that? Of course. But just about everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. You know, I'm glad that you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about that yesterday, but I've been enjoying sharing my writing with you, so consider yourself lucky, okay? Well, thanks for being honest. What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest. Jeez. Just look forward to tomorrow too, okay? Alright, I will. Natsuki, Monika, Sayori, yeah. Not that it really matters who I do after this, but Hi again, Godai. That was kind of silly with Natsuki earlier, wasn't it? I'm glad the two of you have been getting along so well. That's one way of putting it. Anyway, I already read your poem, but you can go ahead and read mine now. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise that won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that.
Orange Ranger plays. Alright man, gotta head out. Have fun with the best ending.
Best ending is, kind of a subjective in this game, because, well, yeah, watch my replays, especially this one. Watch the end when you're, like, have time, and you'll see what I'm talking about. This is not going to end well. Best ending is still, yeah. This is kind of a thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. So, yeah. As you probably recall from the last few times, this poem is about Monika's self-awareness, or her epiphany, becoming self-aware, whether she's a character in a video game. It's a description of like what it's like to be loaded into memory and all that stuff. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Ha ha ha! That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening! Saudi.
Ooh! I like this one, Godai. There's some nice feelings in it.
Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's?
Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both.
That's not very helpful, you know.
I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. That's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems, too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud on your head, a sad poem can give the rain cloud a little hug. Make a nice happy rainbow.
Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic.
Eh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Godai. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Bottles. I pop up my scalp at the lid of a cookie jar. There's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. There's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts and bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging. Scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all alone, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They're supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap. So did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monika taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You're getting pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sodi's always had a bad habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. No, she will definitely be writing until she dies. Unfortunately. Alright, let's see what Yuri has to say.
Are you still mad at me?
Eh?
For disrespecting Natsuki yesterday. He was reading this poem. Now I know why you got mad at me. Because you prefer her writing over mine.
That's not really true.
Meaning when I disrespected her, I disrespected you too, didn't I?
Oh no. Yuri, you might be reading into this a little too much.
How can I be so stupid? I always let these things happen. Whenever I think before I speak, I just come off as awkward and unlikable. But if I speak without thinking, the things I want to keep inside come out and make people hate me. So, please don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monika wants, but it's not fair to you when you could be enjoying your time with Natsuki and Sayori. Yuri, please. It makes it easier for me if you don't express any concern. Besides, I have my books with me. That's all I need.
Yuri smiles sadly and puts her head down on her desk. I'm frustrated. I don't hate her, but it's as if she's not capable of listening to me over her own thoughts. I sigh to myself. All I can do is accept that that's how she is. If she wants to be left alone, then I have no choice but to abide by that request.
Okay, everyone.
Okay, everyone. Well done reading. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I can skip this. Basically, trying to skip till the next day.
Verdicts scribe. VHS fast forward noises.
Sorry, I'm doing something right real quick. Okay, anyway, back to it. Oh, sorry. So, let's see what has happened. Ready to go, sorry. Let's look at you all there. That's kind of adorable. Jeez, guys, I'm gonna do a little bit. This would be nice, though. Let's go, buddy. Welcome, Saudi, once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Saudi, I welcome Saudi once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Saudi is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Saudi.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
Oh, no wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we got to. I mean,
Sorry, Holmes with her words.
so let's just say that one day Natsuki asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're gonna put me on the spot here.
Well,
I'd welcome with Natsuki. Walking in with Natsuki, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, I think I'd be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turned her down.
isn't she so cute and fun to be around?
That has nothing to do with That has nothing to do with what I just said.
You admitted it.
Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something there's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen.
Well, maybe.
But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sorry. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now.
Sorry.
Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time? I'm gonna change things up here a little bit. Probably have to do one more stream of just chapters 2 and so on. I could just get through it, but I kind of wanted to check out some of the new. I don't know. I just went late. Been on for. Where's my timer? Hour 48.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Secret of Determination, Feathered Adventure, Email, Landscape, Vacation, Papa, Entropy, and Alone. It's email? I don't think email is a Natsuki word. Email is. Okay, email is a Natsuki word. Intellectual, Kiss, Dance, Parfait, Agonizing Bliss, Play, Doki Doki, Sunny, Inferno. I know Doki Doki is one. Play is one. Is Kiss one? Kiss is one, yes. Blanket, Nibble, Ribbon, Marriage, Playground, Melody, Shiny, Bouncy, Eternity, and Cage. Bouncy. Skipping, Passion, Forgive, Desire, Comfort, Extraordinary, Poof, Twirl, Sadness, Unstable. Skipping. Shame, Promise, Vitality, Unrestrained, Variance, Cute, Essence, Disaster, Covet, Sugar. Sugar. Destiny, Incongruent, Memories, Aura, Pure, Kitty, Pink, Sparkle, Mouse, Sing. A lot of Natsuki words here. Surprisingly, Sparkle is not one. Go with Pink. Romance, Bubbles, Nightgown, Prayer, Grief, Family, Sticky, Bunny, Sunset, Giggle. Bubbles. Flying, Hop, Raindrops, Disarray, Fun, Meager, Fear, Despise, Cheeks, and Shopping. Cheeks. Tragedy, Cry, Effulgent, Lucky, Joy, Whistle, Holiday, Bed, Extreme, Captive. You'd think Joy would be one, but it's not. I don't believe we have one. Tragedy, obviously not. Cry, Effulgent, Lucky. Joy, Whistle. Whistle. Oh, that's a Natsuki word. Okay. Whirlwind, Insight, Anime, Flee, Misery, Explode, Heaven Sent Wrath, Fantasy, Imagination. Philosophy, Infinite, Smile, Milk, Childhood, Puppy, Swimsuit, Fickle, Analysis, Headphones, gotta pick Swimsuit all every time, Charm, Dark, Tenacious, Awesome, Strawberry, Pain, Heart, Hurt, Cheer, Breathe. Charm, nope. Dark, Tenacious, Awesome. Strawberry, Pain. Oh, Strawberry. Infallible, Boop, Love, Melancholy, Vivid, Ocean, Socks, Laugh, Happiness, Clumsy. Boop! Horror, Scars, Marshmallow, Judgment, Sensation, Hope, Special, Misfortune, Disown, Fester. Marshmallow. Existence, Games, Atone, Time, Universe, Afterimage, Dazzle, Wonderful, Unrequited, Anger. Games. Question, Disoriented, Vibrant, Embrace, Party, Clouds, Rain Cloud, Hair, Sweet, Peace. Peace. Together, Frightening, Music, Massacre, Color, Ambient, Rose, Unending, Portrait, and Loud. Color. Ambient, nope. Rose, Rose is one, right? It is not. Unending. Together, Frightening, no. Frightening wouldn't be. Music or Massacre. No. Color, Ambient. No. Rose, Unending. Portrait and Loud. Let's turn those or not. So, okay, let's pick one. Color. Flower, Precious, Kawaii, Fireworks, Waterfall, Crimson, Tears, Pleasure, Lollipop, Treasure. Friends, Summer, Excitement, Broken, Fireflies, Valentine, Jump, Chocolate, Amazing, Heartbeat. Valentine, I don't think we've gotten that one yet. Calm, Lipstick, Beauty, Death, Jumpy, Fluffy, Vivacious, Spinning, Lust, and Depression. Fluffy. Okay. you saying you don't like squid? You of all people?
I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people?
Because it's right there in your name. Monika!
Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation.
Huh?
Never mind. Monika! This game requires a level of Japanese, like, I guess an anime level of Japanese knowledge. Sayori's depressed.
Verdict scribe. Seafood level of Japanese knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, just, well, it's like this stuff like kawaii, doki doki, it's just some of the things, some of the words that have come up. Like, it's not, it's just, like, that's why I called it an anime level of Japanese knowledge. It's just the best way to describe it. I should ask Monika if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I typically approach Monika, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Godai, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monika peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Godai. You sure to know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know that's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Godai. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Godai. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I've seen this a few times now. I'm gonna skip through this. Nope, too far. So Monika goes to talk to Sayori. I watch her kneel down with Sayori next to Sayori to talk to her, but she's keeping her voice down so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monika.
Hey, you!
I look up to see Natsuki next to me.
Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't much time, so...
Sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything.
It's not like I'm worried. I was just...
Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right.
something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you can just tell me to leave you alone, and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Nah, I'm probably excuse me. I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Saudi, that's all. Saudi? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today. She didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you'd be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah. I should have thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so... I was not! Jeez. If you're fine, then let's hurry and get started today. Started already. Yeah. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monika calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monika, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Saudi. Natsuki's up first. Let's see. You're certainly enthusiastic today. Of course. You know I like your writing. I'm just surprised. It seemed like you had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just had to put you in your place a little bit. It's not like I was shy or stupid or anything. It's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that. Or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. Just because you happen to be a good writer. That's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. Natsuki. What? You're not very confident about your writing, are you? Well, what are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best. Right? It took me a while to figure it out. But I think I finally did. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too. Right? Good eye? Please just tell me you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them. Just please tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know I sound stupid. This is the reason I never shared my poems before this. Natsuki. Because nobody ever takes me seriously. What's the point in...
Verdicts scribe. Sunder a narcissist.
I'd say it's tsundere inferiority complex. What's the point in sharing my poems if people just laugh and say, "That's so cute, just like you, Natsuki"? Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands that. I try really hard when I write. The style doesn't matter. The emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want... Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lips started to quiver. I look down. Her fists are clenched really tightly. Hey, Natsuki. If you're not careful, you'll rip your own poem. I gently grab the poem with my own hand until she relaxes her grip on it. I place it flat on the desk and smooth out the wrinkles that she put into it. Don't read it! Before I can pick it back up, Natsuki snatches the poem from the desk. It's not any good. And I know you hate my poems. So you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. Why? Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own style is anything crazy. I mean, it's true that the first time I read one of your poems I didn't look much into it. But I know you better now. It is wrong for Yuri to think that your style is more amateur than hers. And Sayori, she always means well. But sometimes she's so focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people really want. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about how hard it is for you. And I'm sorry if I was part of that problem. I understand now. You're not just cute, you're a lot more than that. Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clutches her poem a little too hard. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. I never realized how difficult this was for her. But finally, she forces herself to extend her arms and set her poem on the table. You can read it. Just turn that way. I don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay, I will. Because you. Tomorrow will be brighter with me around. But when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little more forward because you look at me. But when I want to say something, I say it with a shout. But my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars. But when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all of my heart. But what do I do when it's all torn apart? My faith is a little bit stronger because you trusted me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer because you think of me. Because you. Because you. Because you. Ooh. That's pretty on the nose there. I've never gotten that poem before. So I think my first ever playthrough of the game, I think I got Natsuki both the first 2 days, but must have gotten someone else the third day. Last time I played through this, of course, well, the first time on the stream, the first time I played through this, I did Yuri the first day. That's after that. I think is when I started trying to appeal to Natsuki deliberately. So I got her the second day, but the third day you don't get this scene. Maybe I tried to appeal to Sari. I don't know. I think the first time. On my first stream, I tried to appeal to everybody in turn, kind of. So all 3 girls, especially the last day, I tried to appeal to Sayori. So yeah, it's the first time I've gotten to this poem. And when I did Sayori's route, that was the first time I'd seen any of Sayori's specialized cutscenes, I believe. So it was fun. Put this back up that way. Okay. So this poem, of course, is about how the protagonist makes her feel happier, more, I guess, noticed, more realized, which is nice. From this poem, she has a third dimension that you don't see normally.
Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, then just say it. I won't get mad.
No, it's not that I don't like it. It was just a little surprising to read. I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you.
Don't just say that, dummy. What do you think the point of writing is?
Expressing things that you can't just say. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well. And I'm happy that you showed this to me. I liked it.
Well, yeah. I'm a pro, so...
Natsuki mumbles, completely failing to sound confident like she usually does.
Just remember that I can think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me, it's...
Oh, I don't think I've seen that face before. The side glance. That's a new face.
meaningful.
Ah, I'm glad. Sensing Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand the poem back to her. But as I do so, Natsuki takes my hands and pushes them back away. Her small, soft hands surprise me with their assertion.
I don't want it. Eh? Why not? I just don't. Jeez.
I realize what Natsuki's doing. Unable to be honest, she's trying to give me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case I'm going to keep it. Instead of teasing her, I choose to go along with it.
Good. If you didn't, I would... never mind. I'm glad that you want it.
Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smiling to herself.
That's all for now, so... go put it away before someone sees it, okay?
Yeah. I'll go do that. With that, I return to my seat so that I can put away Natsuki's poem. Alright, Monika time. Hi, Godai. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of blah 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 blah. I'll have to give it some more thought. No pressure. Whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Ahaha. Let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monika take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Sticking with the Natsuki style once more, I see. You really like Natsuki, don't you? That's... Oh, come on, Godai. It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day, pretending to like the manga that she's into. You know how Natsuki is. If I don't indulge her, she'll end up hating me. Eh? No, I think you're misunderstanding, Godai. It's not like Natsuki just hates anyone who doesn't give her what she wants. Yeah, she's assertive, but she's not that selfish. In fact, I think you're the only one who's indulged her as much as you have. Is that so? I kind of knew that, but I just didn't want to admit it. So I just need to ask one thing of you. Be careful. Please? Natsuki's kind of unpredictable. A lot of times, she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, if something bad happens, then it could end up damaging the club, too. And you wouldn't do that to me, right? I'm not sure how to respond to Monika. While I care about her and the club, it's also kind of unfair to bring that up. Well, you're smart. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. Monika smiles sweetly. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale. Well, I've read this one too many times. Lady knows everything. Here I am, feather. I'll read it. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift to the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless, but a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There's no meaning, there's no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I'm not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with that breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it, and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Saudi's turn.
It's nice, I guess.
Come on, I can already tell you don't like it.
Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you did this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki.
Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically.
Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? And this club?
Well, of course I am.
Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Godai.
Saori, is there something wrong?
Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today.
Alright, just tell me if you need anything.
I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now.
If you insist.
Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Saori?
Tell Monika I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Saori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Yuri's turn. Yuri doesn't look too enthusiastic about spending time with me. I guess if she changes her mind, she'll come to me. Best leave for B for now. Oh, that's right, because Yuri and Natsuki are... Yuri and Natsuki, of course, are basically rivals. So, if you appeal too strongly to one, then the other one will just feel alienated.
Hi, Audrey. Could use more lap cat time. Kitty cat.
Kitty cat.
So yeah, if you go all in on Natsuki, then Yuri will not show you her poem on the third day, and vice versa. I can't remember what happened with Saori's route. I have to double check. Maybe neither of them show you theirs. I think on the last day you only get Monika's poem and the poem of the person you're pursuing if you go too hard on one girl. Because Monika wants to appeal to you, and the other two feel left out. I'll have to double check. You need more experimenting with this game. Okay, but I can skip this part.
Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No.
So I'm assuming my friendship with Saori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. That's going to be making cupcakes, and a lot of them in all different flavors. And blah, 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 blah. This is the part where I choose to help Natsuki. Gonna help Natsuki.
Verdict's scribe. Gotta clean ferrets and go to bed. Got to change Meredith's tires tomorrow, too. Hope things go well with Natsuki and her Tsundere cupcakes.
Yeah, I mean, we got that on the very first playthrough, so you kind of know how that bit goes. But yeah, I'm gonna play through that and then call it a night, I guess. I've been doing a little bit more than I meant to on this route of the established cutscenes, I think. So sorry about that. But yeah, let's get back to it. I'm gonna pick Natsuki. That I can go. Baking seems like it'd be funny because you guys made it seem like it would be a lot of work, so I could probably use 2 people.
Don't worry. Baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree.
Eh? Just a minute ago you were saying that...
That's because... never mind, okay?
Well, anyway. You'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri?
Of course.
I'm used to it after all. That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad.
So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about?
No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited?
Yes!
I think the performance will be awesome. I think that counts. I don't think I've seen that one before. I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri?
She's still sulking.
Natsuki starts pouting too.
It's not that big of a deal or anything.
Well, it might just be that... I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help.
That doesn't mean...
Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression.
Look.
Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders.
Yuri, you really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too. But you're going to make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performance. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit.
Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you?
Not really, but...
Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Saori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something that Saori would say at a time like this. Because Saori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out.
Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so...
Fair enough, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Yuri out of the door as they chat between each other.
Where are you going?
Eh?
We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me.
Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind.
Geez, good thing I stopped you.
I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that?
Humph.
Natsuki gives me her number.
Okay. I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients.
Wait, you're coming to my house?
Well, yeah. What's wrong with that?
I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I'd be going to your house.
Yeah, right.
Like I could have a guy over my house.
My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. Guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah. I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. So you better look forward to it. Oh? Did you say you were just gonna give me the dirty words? The dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. I felt like I could act like, in front of everyone, that I was really looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so... Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Ah. Never mind. I can't believe this. Natsuki's going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. Skip to Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any differently when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a single thing from Saturday since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been really worried about her in the back of my mind. Oh, this is that part. Between what Saturday said and what Monika said, is it really okay for me to put Saturday's feelings aside when she might need me? Alright, skip. Natsuki's depressed. Or Saturday's depressed. I say goodbye to Saturday and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over, too. I think Saturday's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. Did my cat just leave? I think she just left. Okay. I spend only a few minutes back at home anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. No, wait. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back at home anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. I like her civilian outfit. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting by comparison. Jeez, don't make it feel awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear that Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What, you're not even going to offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Godai? Come on. Since when do I need to be a gentleman? Since when did I need to be a gentleman? Oh, hi again. I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. Ugh! This is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. No, don't touch that. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. What? Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey. Let me do one thing here real quick. Full screen. Oh, that's where that went. I know you really... You looks the same to you, I'm sure, but it's full screen to the game. Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki... Forget it! I didn't say anything. I should apologize. Eh? I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, you should know there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey, is that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Godai. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now. Finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki's babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Godai, where'd you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Oh, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... Come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all.
Can't you at least try to have fun?
I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Oh, that does look pretty cool.
See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it than the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes, and Saori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah. Maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring.
Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing.
Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying?
Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer.
Geez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look.
Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back.
You need to beat the crap out of it.
After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved.
See?
As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same.
Hey!
Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist.
I don't want your gross fingers in my icing.
Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl.
Don't make me beat the crap out of you next.
I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn.
Gross! You got it on my face.
Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away.
Jeez. You know what? Take this.
Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well.
Stop!
Not until you apologize for calling me gross.
Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I didn't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that.
Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing.
What?
Did you seriously just... Ah! Natsuki's so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red.
Godai. You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls, unless you really like them. You know that, right?
What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy?
Eh?
Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet.
No wonder. That's a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that?
You should have checked before turning the oven on.
Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez.
Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops.
Anyway,
I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then, I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened.
Ah, that smells so good.
The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room.
Look at how cute they all look.
She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays.
It'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I'm about decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time, though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Eh? Well, it's a literature event, right? We can make it more literature-themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It'd be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so... Maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well... Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Eh? Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about it before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Saori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already, and she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Ah, already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance. Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Saori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she'd listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Saori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Saori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki's already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. Eh? What you said before, about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over any time, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend a lot more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere... do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely like she tried to hide her expression. Yeah. I want to spend more time with you. Godai. I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki! Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt, as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me. I've felt it. For a while now. Ah! Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Saori? Saori? Eh? Hi, Godai. Saori, just now we weren't... It's okay, Godai. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so. Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't need any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later.
Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Godai? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Godai. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monika was right. I should just...
Monika? Monika was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So, even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But...
Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Godai. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori?
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself.
Godai?
Godai, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And...
That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand on Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. You remember how I always said I know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. Sayori, you'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they always have been. Monika told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now. But, please trust me that I know what's best, and it'll make you happy in the end. No, you're fucking... Protagonist, you're a fucking idiot. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were.
I see.
Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression.
Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I just read a poem about this.
Sayori!
It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Godai. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So...
Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my own house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival.
Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes by myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm even more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too. Good eye! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monika is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that I'll have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like, and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Saudi with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Saudi told me yesterday. And suddenly I feel awful, knowing that it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said that because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Ahaha. You should take a little responsibility for her, good eye. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Oh, you fucking bitch. You fucking bitch, Monika. Exchange? Monika, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But, I stammer, embarrassed. Did Saudi really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so... Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monika's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. I'm not reading it out of my head again, you know how it goes. Just get out of my head over and over again. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But the poem was never actually finished. It just stops moving. Ah! What is this? Reading the poem, I got a pit in my stomach. Good eye? What's wrong? Nothing. The poem feels completely different from everything else Saudi has written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Saudi, so... Ah. Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monika calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. She's hanging in there all right. see if I can get that script. Traceback.txt. Come on. C games / script chapter 5 line 307. That can, okay. So we're looking for game / script chapter 5 RPY. Line 307 not found. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec, I can probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Ahaha! Well, here goes nothing. Line 307. Okay, back to the game. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Saudi wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Saudi I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession, it has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our friendship, or out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 End. And Natsuki is now gone from the game. Like load game. The thing I'm not sure about is if I quit right here without saving. Will it pick that up? And if I guess worst case I can just go through it again on my own time, but I think it should pick up. This is certainly part of Act 1 still, so. I'll just save right here. That works. Alright, that's where I'm going to end it tonight. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you for watching my replay. There will be one more week of this. It'll just be, I guess I'll go through through the rest of the game pretty quickly, because I've already done that, basically, so I'll just kind of skim through it. And that'll be it for this Doki Doki Literature Club. I know I keep stretching this out. I'm sorry. This is 4 more weeks past when I wanted to be done with it, but there's just so much content that I wanted. I probably will not play this game again after this for quite a few years, so I want to kind of knock out most of what I can get out of it now. So yeah, more Doki Doki next week. After that, I have no idea what I'll be playing. Possibly Braid, possibly something else entirely. Who fucking knows? There will be no Snap Together Saturday tomorrow. I will be at a party. I might try to do something on Sunday. I know Sunday is Sailor Zombie Stars video stream, so we'll just have to see what I do. Or I guess I could do Snap Together Saturday early tomorrow, but I don't really feel like it. I don't know. We'll figure something out. I got a huge order in back behind me of new stuff to build. That big box back there, yeah, that's full of stuff I can build. But I still need to finish Daijujin. I've got some other stuff on the back burner as well. But yeah, speaking of which, showed up my completed Daijujin. This is certainly a mix of my old and new one, but at least it's complete. I may have shown this off last week, I don't remember, honestly, but yeah, so that's that. I'll be building its dedicated legs this week, or next time I build. Anyway, no Snap Together tomorrow probably, unless it's early, which it probably will not be. More Golf Lesbians on Sunday, presumably, from
Sailor Zombie Star. Next Friday, more DDLC. The last part for real, I hope. And then next Saturday, Snap Together Saturday, and we'll take it from there. Until then, thank you all for coming out. Have a great night. I'll see you around.